friends. First 15 minutes past the top of the hour, lawmakers gearing up for a cloture vote today on Judge Brett Kavanaugh's Supreme Court nomination, with a final vote expected this weekend. But the Fed's finding no evidence to support the allegations against him. So why aren't Democrats satisfied? Retired FBI Special Agent Greg Schaefer joins us live to walk us through the FBI's investigation. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate this.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
You know, it's very important because you hear from both sides completely different things. Democrats now saying that this was not thorough enough, but we know that the report itself includes, 45 pages of interview summaries along with 1,600 extra pages of information that the FBI included coming into their tip line. They interviewed 10 different people. They reached out to 11. Take us through the most important aspects of what the FBI did in this supplemental background check.
Well, I've done thousands of these interviews, and this is, again, Judge Kavanaugh's 7th time he has background checked. And they look at 9 characteristics. They look at his character, who his associates are, his reputation in the community, his loyalties, alcohol and drug abuse, his financial background. They look at 9 different areas to determine whether or not this individual is required, not required, but is allowed to be given a position of authority with a security clearance in the federal government.
Yeah, and you mentioned this was the 7th one. Not only that, this investigation went back 25 years, going all the way back to 1993. That has to be difficult. I mean, how does the FBI do that going back that far?
Well, it's very difficult because the allegations did not include an exact location, not even an exact year. So there's no place, there's no time, there's no location to do a crime scene analysis. And even the witnesses that were supposedly there for the alleged assault have completely refuted the claims and the allegations against Judge Kavanaugh. Yeah,
let's talk a little bit more about that, because that includes Leland Kaiser, one of her old friends, a woman that she alleges was at the party. She said not only does she not recall this party at all, she says she's never met Judge Kavanaugh, never been at a party where he was present. They also interviewed Mark Judge. They interviewed P.J. Smith, also allegedly at the party. And something else important to mention in all of this, it wasn't just witnesses or possible corroborating witnesses for Dr. Ford. They also talked to possible coordinating or corroborating witnesses with this Ms. Ramirez, who also made allegations of something that happened at Yale.
Well, you're right. There's absolutely zero corroboration of any of the allegations that Dr. Ford put forth that in her testimony. Where have we come as a nation where an individual's credibility is based on allegations that cannot be substantiated by anyone? There's absolutely nobody out there who has corroborated any of the accusations that Dr. Ford put forth. And Judge Kavanaugh has had a history of hiring, female interns and female staff and female attorneys over an exemplary career, and none of them, zero of them, have ever come forward and said anything other than he was a polite, respectful individual who they enjoyed working for. So it's just a shame that we've got to a point now where a man's reputation, his entire life and his entire career, can be destroyed by mere accusations.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, getting into actually what was involved in this investigation. I wish people would pay attention to that instead of all the noise that you're hearing. Thank you so much. Well, the time now is about 19 minutes after the top of the hour. Liberal Hollywood joining Democrats in the massive protest, speaking of noise, against Judge Kavanaugh.
A vote for Kavanaugh is a vote saying women don't matter.
And that is just the beginning. Carly Schink is here with the outburst from celebrities and the reaction that is flooding in on social media. Good morning.